In today's video, I'm going to go over the top 10 mistakes to avoid in your digital marketing career. Perhaps you've gotten a few clients, perhaps you've made the leap into freelancing, but I'm going to tell you what I wish I knew when I started my digital marketing career. All right, guys, like I said, I want to talk about mistakes that you could be making in your digital marketing career that you absolutely want to avoid so that you can make more money, so that you can not have your business go in the toilet, so that you can become a great marketer overall, because this is not something that is, you learn it once and you're done. You absolutely want to keep improving and getting as good as you can. So avoiding some of the pitfalls and mistakes, really critical. So the number one thing I want to tell you is that most of you just aren't charging enough. I did a little survey recently on one of my Zoom calls, and I asked people, like, how much would you charge for this project? And I had charged, almost double what they were about to charge, just as a sample. And I realized, like, people don't charge enough. And when you charge more, something really beautiful happens. You get better clients. If you charge too low, you actually get clients that you really don't want to work with. Clients who don't understand the business, clients who aren't tech savvy, clients who probably aren't going to pay on time. Like, if they aren't making a lot of money, they're not going to respect your time. They're not going to pay you on time. So it's not just about making more money yourself, although that's a big part of it. You just want better clients. So please do whatever you can to charge more, because let's say you charge, $40 an hour. Yes, maybe it is a little bit difficult to find a client who's going to pay you $80 an hour, but then you only have to work half the hours. Maybe you can get faster at what you do. Maybe you can increase your speed and skill, and you can try to get paid not on just the hours, but what you produce, the outcomes, the deliverables. So that's the first pitfall. I mean, I know that's kind of an obvious one, but I think it's one of the most important. So let's not forget about that, charging more than we think. Just so you guys know, when I started freelancing, I charged like $75 an hour. I never went below that, maybe $65, but really I escalated up quickly. And now for sure, you're gonna get me at $125, $200, $250 an hour, depending on what we're gonna do. I don't feel bad about that. I don't hear clients complaining either, because the quality of work is there. Number two, never let your client lead generation pipeline get dry. You always want someone new coming in. You always want some new clients starting to bubble up in your business, because sometimes they can take 3 months, 4 months to sign the contract, to lock in the deal. So sometimes I see freelancers, they think that they're all good with 2-3 clients. They don't have anything in the pipeline. Suddenly something happens, a black swan event, and suddenly 2 clients leave. And now suddenly, like, their lifestyle is corrupted. They can't earn enough, and they don't have anything in the pipeline. So never let your pipeline go dry. Always spend at least 20% of your time searching for new clients, locking in new deals, scaling up your business. And if you get overwhelmed, that's actually a great sign. Don't be afraid to get overwhelmed. Okay, that's going to be a key moment in your career where maybe you hire someone, where maybe you improve your systems. Bottom line is, you can't let the pipeline go dry. Now, it wavers, it goes up and down, but don't think for 1 second that you're good with 2 clients and that's it. You made it. Like, they're gonna end the contract at some point. Their business is gonna have some troubles. They don't want to hire you anymore. You just can't think like that. All right, hold up here while I give you number 3. All right, number 3 I got here is, I guess it goes alongside of charging more, but really it's about reaching up higher to higher end clientele. If you have to push yourself to reach up, you have to push yourself and gain the comfort of going after bigger clients. People, they think that for some reason, like, high-end clients, bigger corporations, they think that, oh, they don't need my help. They absolutely need your help. In fact, you're going to find that corporations are extremely slow on adapting and adopting to the new digital marketing technologies. They're not going to have any clue about the newest software. They're slow to act. They're slow to move. So absolutely reach higher, have confidence. You have to go outside that comfort zone. And if you don't, it's going to come after you anyways. It's going to come after you to push you out of that comfort zone in a different way. And you're going to be sorry that you didn't take action and just reach out. Remember I said, spend 20% of your time looking for new clients. Well, how about you do 5 to 10% of reaching higher clients and 5 to 10, 15% on what you feel comfortable in. But I promise you, you keep reaching higher, eventually you're going to close a bigger deal. You're going to go from 4 medium paying clients to maybe 2 medium and 1 big. Then you're going to go to 2 big and then 3 big. And suddenly, you're making twice as much as you were last year. And that's how you're going to level up. You're never going to level up by taking more of the same clients. And I've experienced that every year you're kind of cycling out the lowest end client and replacing them with the bigger client. Like, that's part of the strategy. I know we want to have great relationships with our clients, but they recognize that, you're improving. If you're a great marketer, they're understanding that you're going to raise your price, and maybe you have to go somewhere else. All right, let's carry on over here and we'll go on to number 4. All right, number 4 mistake that anyone can easily make is forgetting to remove the low-level tasks, the things that you could technically pay someone like $10 an hour to do it. You don't want to do that anymore. If you are going to be paid 50, 60, 100, 150 an hour, the fact of the matter is, you're making the mistake by continuing to do the lower level tasks. So, really it's 2 options. Either you hire someone and you teach them the system, you show them the process, or you're searching for some way to automate it. Whether you're using a tool like Zapier, or maybe you get a better CRM tool like Go High Level, you have to upgrade and get rid of those tasks. Like, a lot of people, they have control issues. They don't want to let go of the lower end tasks. But honestly, that's going to be key to freeing up that time so that you can reach to those higher clients, so you can keep your pipeline filled, and so that you can truly earn at an income level that matches that higher hourly rate and not get stuck spending 30, 40% of your time just kind of doing menial tasks that a lot of people could do for you. If you're a digital marketing consultant, the more time you spend in strategy, the better. The more time you're implementing a hardcore funnel, the better. If you're just doing some basic SEO task or some basic content writing or uploading basic content, you're just going to be worn down. You're never going to be able to scale up. All right, what do I got here? Number 5. Similar to number 4, but just systemizing your services, not even about the low level stuff. The whole thing must be systemized. And what I really mean by that is trying to avoid offering services that are different with every single client. Sometimes people they only design websites, and every website is so different. And maybe this one needs animation. Maybe this one needs a crazy mobile experience. Maybe this one has 100 pages, and it can be difficult. You want to work towards a system of services so that the implementation becomes a process. And then that goes back to the last one, that now you can teach someone that process. Now you can train someone and have them do the process for you, right? If it's something new every time and it takes your creative mind, it takes your wizardry, your genius, yeah, it's great that you can do that, but you can never scale up. You can never run a system, and honestly, you can never run a business. All right, so you got number 5, systemize your services, and that means creating a process. But at the next level, the big mistake is to not productize. And this is sort of about a do-it-yourself offer, right? As service providers, as marketers, consultants, agencies, freelancers, we provide a done-for-you service. We help people achieve their goals by doing things for them, because maybe they don't want to do it. Maybe they don't know how to do it, right? But at the highest level, perhaps you can productize your service so that it's done without you having to do anything. They just buy a package, they buy a product, they buy a downloadable, they buy a course. And really, it's just the same information that you would have used if you did it for them. They get to do it themselves. So the price is lower. Of course the price is lower. But you don't have to do anything. They purchase it off your website. And I don't think a lot of people know how to think like this yet. They're so used to selling their time. They're so used to selling their services that selling a product is a little bit foreign. But I'm telling you, with the nature of automation, with the nature of how software works in 2022, you absolutely want to think about productizing. All right, so don't make the mistake of ignoring that different style of offer, getting away from done for you to do it yourself. Might be a bit foreign, but I think it's important. Okay, number 7 mistake that a lot of freelancers make, a lot of service providers make, a lot of marketers make, is you don't keep skilling up. You have to keep improving your skills. You have to keep learning the new techniques. And really importantly, especially in digital marketing, you have to keep learning the platforms. Like, do you think I want to learn a new platform? Do you think I want to get on TikTok? Do you think I want to learn YouTube Shorts? Not really. When we already master something, like, we'd love to just keep it as is. But the fact is marketing moves fast. And that's why there's a lot of money in this business, because business owners themselves cannot keep up, right? So our job is to keep up and provide them with that knowledge transfer continuously. So don't forget, you got to keep skilling up, even if you got 3-4 clients, even if you're making 6 figures. I'm going to sit down here if you don't mind joining me. All right. Number 8 mistake is not documenting the work you do and developing nice case studies, developing nice portfolio, getting testimonials. So from day one, like, why don't you ask your client, say, hey, Bill, when we start working together and things are going well, I'm going to ask you for some referrals and a testimonial. Is that all right? Instead of asking it way at the end, you can bring it up early on and let people know your intentions. If they say no, okay, you don't worry about it. But not only do I like to document every step of the client process, I want to document the results. I take screenshots of SEO rankings. I take screenshots of the website's life path, like starting, before and after. I like to take screenshots of the Facebook ad results. You want to have these reports, and it doesn't have to be some fancy, long-winded case study written out by a deep professional. It's just a matter of showing the before and after that you had an impact on. And that's just going to give your future clients like a lot of confidence in working with you. They're not even going to read it. They're just going to be happy that you put this all together, have this body of work. They're going to be like, show me what you've done, show me the results you've got, and, silly stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, there it is right there. So that's mistake number 8, is people don't really document their results properly. They don't create case studies, and then they regret it in the end. All right, grinding down to the last 2, number 9 is the mistake people make is they don't partner with other people. They try to do it all themselves, and they have weaknesses. Weaknesses in operations, weaknesses in sales, weaknesses in motivation even, but weaknesses in skills. Maybe they can only do certain things. Maybe they can only do creative. They can't really do certain technical aspects, or vice versa. I think a lot of marketers ought to partner up with someone who's a master of sales. And I think that could really make a big difference. I think people would rather own 100%. I think they feel like that's the right thing for them. But often it's like 100% of 40,000 a year is 40,000. 50% of 300,000, that's 150,000. So even getting in a startup as a marketer and having like 6%, 6% of 10 million, that's going to be 600,000. So I think not partnering up is definitely a mistake some people make. I think some of you are destined to be on your own and be complete owners of your company, and there's nothing wrong with that. But some of you are failing to get going, failing to get to the next level, and it's all you need is a partner. So maybe you start a second company and you partner up and you still have your freelance work over here, but at least you're giving that a shot. All right, the final mistake that marketers, digital marketers, consultants, they're making is they're not starting their personal brands early enough. They're not realizing the true power of having a personal brand. And this doesn't mean you have to make endless, amounts of content. This doesn't even mean you need to be a popular content creator, but you need to be out there presenting yourself as a master of what you do. You need to become an authority in your industry. You need to be formulating a perception around yourself that says, hey, I'm really good at this and I'm open for business. You know, maybe you offer services, but how many people really know that you're doing that? And the nice thing about a personal brand is if you're branding yourself as a freelance marketer, as a digital marketing consultant, or even as an agency owner, people are going to remember that. And so maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday, you know, people are going to be like, oh, I know a guy who runs a digital marketing agency. Oh, I know a freelance marketer. I saw him online. Oh, my friend. Yeah, I know he's making content as a marketing strategist. I think you should go talk to him. Or someone's online, an influencer, and they're like, does anyone know any marketers? You jump in the DMs and say, hey, I'm a marketer, and they look up your profile and they can see that that's true. You're not someone just posting like soccer videos. You're not someone who's just posting like travel content. You're not someone just posting like random life stuff. Like, you clearly are showing what you're up to and why it's important to you and why you're passionate about it. They're going to be immediately interested in potentially talking with you and hopefully hiring you. So don't forget about number 10. It's an important one. Don't get caught up on perfection. Just realize that personal brand, or even just branding yourself, it's going to help people remember you. All right, guys, that's it for the top 10 mistakes I see digital marketers making. I hope you enjoyed this video. Can you give it a like? Can you give me a comment? Add in number 11 and 12 if you've experienced any mistakes yourself and you want to help the community out. And of course, if you want more content for digital marketers and the like, give this channel a subscribe and check out richandniche.com to learn more.